what's up? It's Being A Xaba number Fanam Tembo.
And I am Jabu McDonald.
And it's your boy Cardi 8 Solo.
And welcome to another episode of
The Review.
And we are your connoisseurs of entertainment and everything worth knowing on television right now. Gentlemen, can we talk?
Yes,
Is the
sir.
space safe?
Yes.
Oh, yes, we can. It's truly safe. It's truly safe, man. Welcome to another exciting episode of The Review. And we're back once again. And today's episode is going to bring you a lot of vibes. It's going to bring you a lot of exciting things. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and also head into the comment section and tell us what you want to talk about, what you want us to discuss, and also can also interact with us on the comment section. Let us know what you think about everything we're going to be talking about. Gentlemen, how you guys feeling? How has your week been?
It was great.
Yeah.
It was great, actually. I enjoyed myself. I think I watched a lot of things finally. I haven't binge watched in a while.
Yeah.
Also got a chance to binge watch quite a few things. Like I finished Wonder Man in like one sitting.
How many episodes is that?
It's 8 episodes, 6 or 8 episodes.
Wow.
Yeah, it's 8 episodes
Oh,
actually.
okay, wow.
Yeah, but it's short episodes, like 20, 30 minutes. So
Yeah.
that was also great. Yeah, a busy week too, I was on TV. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if Nimbo
Guys, yeah, hey,
that means you're up next. It has to be you up next.
don't call it. Call it.
I'm calling it. I'm putting it out into the universe.
If you call it, you might jinx it. Yeah, man, it's been a very exciting week. It's been a really exciting week. As you know, man, we are moving our shooting spots. Now we're shooting later than we should, because we're trying to accommodate other shows. We realized that any shooting before evictions kind of jinxing the whole thing. So obviously the episode might be a day late now, and you're probably seeing this a day after our usual drop. So apologies for that. We didn't really, communicate much, but we genuinely wanted to give you guys more content, more of to the show, because it's really pointless to drop on Tuesday when the eviction happened on Saturday, and then we can't talk about that. So right now we're going to talk about everything that happened, because we just had everything going on. But before we get to Big Brother, before we get to anything, we need to start with Jabu to tell us everything that has been happening in the industry, the TV news, the casting news. Which shows should we look forward to? Jabu, what do you have for us this week?
Yeah, it's a lot of SABC content that's coming out in 2026. SABC was like, no ways. It's time. It's time. Yes, and they have literally 2 new telenovelas, I think like 2 new talk shows. And it's really an exciting time for SABC2, because they're really trying to revive the channel. It hasn't had much content since Mobango days and all that stuff. So the first telenovela that I'm going to talk about is Pimville. I think I've probably mentioned it before. Pimville is a new telenovela produced by Kagiso. Is it? I always forget. Is it
Letwaba?
No. It's Bakwena Productions. That's what I yes.
It's just
So
okay, I remember.
yeah, they produce.
It's on Scandal, right?
Yes.
Losing Lerato.
Yes.
Okay.
Losing Lerato.
Oh yeah.
What's the boxing show that was on BET? Also, they produced that. So they have a new telenovela. The cast is lit. Gil Mabelane, Lillian
Love
Dube, Tapelo Mokwena, Tametan Musimane, Jesse Suntele. There's a lot of incredible people like these. This is literally an all-star cast.
I saw even the trailer. It looks very exciting.
Yes, it looks scandalous.
Yeah, you could see like there's two families, and also there's cheating between the two families that is happening. I could literally tell that, okay, it's going to be a lot of cheating. Yeah, it's going to be drama, family drama. There's churches involved. I'm like, oh my gosh.
And also, what I like about SABC2 is very accommodating when it comes to languages, because we do complain that certain people are not represented on TV. Like literally, Pimville has a Venda actress. There's a Tswana family. There's a Sotho family. There's a Zulu family. There's a whole lot of family. There's even a bit of Afrikaans there, I think, if I'm not mistaken. And sticking to Afrikaans, there's also a new Afrikaans telenovela that's coming to SABC2 titled Paradys, starring Losha Cooper, who I'm a huge fan of.
We spoke about her.
And it's produced by Black Brain. Like, Black Brain is doing the most right now. Who would have thought that they produced like an Afrikaans telenovela?
Yeah. It's like, because I actually saw a snippet of her like thanking SABC, saying that they're never trusting them as colored community to be now having their own colored show. And I'm really, really excited to see that one, because I don't think we've had much colored shows. I think the one that we had with like long time ago, but now we haven't seen one colored shows. And I know we have a lot of great colored actors who are amazing. So I'm sure
the representation is needed, and I think it's great that he also went out to look for new faces, also giving like opportunity to new faces. It's not just Losha Cooper, it's like a cast that's filled with legends and like who are new in the game.
So Glenn Machozi is back. I mean, I only know him as Glenn Machozi.
Wow.
That's how old I am.
Yeah.
That's how old I am.
Anyway, anything else can we look forward to?
I think also there's a new show with Penny Lebyane called Let's Connect. It's going to be on SABC2, I think around 4 somewhere there. So it's a new talk show.
It's a talk show.
Just think Trending SA or Afternoon Express. All that.
It's going to be during the day or
during the day, so Mondays to Fridays. And I think that's also exciting to watch. We don't have a lot of talk shows.
Yes.
And also, who's this? David
Mashabela.
Yes, he is also going to be on SABC2. His podcast is also going to be available on SABC2.
Yes, I saw that. Yeah.
And
So,
congratulations.
I guess Mzansi Magic really broke the boundaries when like they started like
bringing in podcasts. Yeah.
Because now I think
they
now
set the tone.
They set the tone really
Yeah.
like because we're seeing that happening a lot now. Yeah, we can also hit us up. But
Listen, we're also available,
you can also hit us
We
up.
already talk about Big Brother, so might as well be on Mzansi Magic.
Let's just grab
we
it.
talk about everything,
Yeah.
yeah. And also our show is very different from everybody's show. I feel like a lot of shows are the same, but this one really different.
Yeah.
Whoever call us.
We're available. Our number is right here at the bottom.
Coming back to Big Brother, let's go to reality check where we're gonna be really checking on all the reality shows from the from our TV screen that has been happening. I've been watching a lot of Big Brother, but this week I literally didn't watch a lot like I usually did. I was watching another US TV series called Love Island All Stars that is shot in South Africa, by the way, in Cape Town. Yeah, it's really, really interesting. But I was just like, this show has lost its sauce, by the way. So I was just like, when you watch a show, literally, you're seeing it losing its position. It used to be such a great show, but like, I think they should just cut out this thing of Love Island All Stars. I think it doesn't work. The concept of it all, it's not working.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, because like it's nice when you have it like once in a while, but like now consecutively,
it loses. Like it's like too much now, too soon, and it's just not giving.
And the thing is, like you're seeing people you've seen before. And people
like,
now
aren't they finding love? Like they're coming back because they didn't find love before.
Scott is there, and he's been on probably 4 shows.
Scott is the problem. He needs to introspect. Maybe he's the problem.
He is so problematic and so chaotic. I'm just like, bro, grow up.
Yeah.
Like I love him, but I feel like sometimes he's unnecessary because he was inserting himself in a lot of people's business. So yeah, like, that's what I was watching. But like getting back to Big Brother. This is a segment we call BBMzansi Recap, where we just talk about what has been happening on Big Brother. This was week 3, and we are finally on week 4 right now, but we're going to talk about what's been happening on week 3 in the Big Brother's house. We just found out yesterday, Michelle and Dene have been evicted from the Big Brother house. But before we get to that, we have to talk about last week's eviction of Offense and Loreto. By the way, Offense will be joining us today for an exclusive interview since being evicted from a Big Brother house. So guys, how do you generally feel about that eviction? I think that one really put me off.
The thing is, I would like to say that Offense was very interesting to watch. I didn't like him at first, but he really grew on me. And I think the time when he started cooking, as we always say, I think it was already too late. So I think also people had already voted and people were starting to like him. Literally on that Friday, Thursday, the votes were closed. On that Friday, people were like, okay, Offense is interesting, and I think it was already too late. If he was given a 1 more week, I think would have survived even like for more weeks to come.
Yeah, because maybe he started cooking when the stove was off.
There was load shedding when he started.
Cooking when the stove was off. But I think generally, that's my only thing that I realized, like, because this is what the people have been saying. That did you guys vote for him? I generally spoke about him on Tuesday or Wednesday last week. I'm like, guys, if you have to keep one person in this house, it's him. Like, I feel like he has that dynamic in him. He has that gamer in him. He has that, like, and we can never know what to expect from him. I think he's not even afraid of just stepping on toes in the house. He's just someone that is really...
We need people like that in the house. Like, this whole kumbaya thing, I don't buy it.
It doesn't work. No. But I also think that, like, there's being the first head of house puts a target on your back.
It does.
And I think people maybe also saw him from that lens, right? They lost their wager that first week.
Yeah.
I do think maybe there was just a lot of him that they viewed him through that lens of head of house.
Yeah.
And I think he was like going to be the perfect villain. And I feel like he was going to spice up the house proper because he was actually going to be having conversations and planting seeds that were going to bring
He already
the
was.
drama. He really was, right? And it's just like, we should have kept him on longer. But I think a lot of us do realize, a lot of people are realizing now after the fact that he should have stayed longer.
Yeah. And also that last week was so dead for me, honestly. Like I felt like I was bored a lot of times. You know, like there wasn't much happening. You know, it was already Tandega show. Like Tandega always.
She's back on being the most hated, most liked housemate now.
Exactly. And I think, you know what, with Tandega, guys, she's one person that is in a relationship that is able still to participate in the game, to always give us something to talk about.
Yeah.
And last week they had a wager toss and she's like, no, I'm not participating in it. And I'm not, because you don't want to listen to what I'm saying.
Why are they afraid of her? And the thing is, literally, there's 20 of you, 20 something of you, and you guys are afraid of just one person. Like, no way. Only
it's those outbursts, man. I think it's those outbursts that girl has that make them just be like, she's a ticking time bomb.
Someone who said, was it Uilano when she said that Tandega sort of makes them feel stupid? In a way.
Obviously, I think it does because Tandega has this condescending tone, like of trying to make you feel like less off and stuff like that. So obviously, whatever that she says, no matter what to come with, she's like, yesterday they were having Big Brother gave them magnums and all that, like ice cream type of thing. I'm like, guys, behave. Come on, it's just ice cream. Like I'm like, everything, he drains the excitement of everything. You know, like, you know, when you're excited about something and then someone just comes, I'm like, come on, really? Yeah, she's extremely strict, bro.
She's actually like, she behaves like the mother of the house. And you know, I actually want to preface by saying like, two things can be true at the same time.
Yeah.
Tandeka is entertainment. We would be bored if Tandeka wasn't there. We would not experience the Big Brother house like we're experiencing it right now. But I think it is also, it's a fact. It's not even like we're making this up. She's condescending. She's rude. She belittles them. And the way that she doesn't have tact. And that's what makes Tandeka like sometimes unbearable. I think she's a great gamer. But I also just think if you live in that house with her, you would also probably feel the same.
I mean, Millie also got tired at some point.
Even he exploded.
Even getting to that, because like they went to the wager toss. They had this wager toss because they bagged her, and then she eventually came on board in the last hour, and she went to do a presentation with a bonnet on her head. And
I hated that because she was saying to everyone, guys, dress professional. Why are you wearing a bonnet? Because we are ngala.
I almost thought that she doesn't have a lot of clothes until, was it Ukoki? Someone said, someone told her, like, Tandega, why aren't you wearing your clothes like you have a lot of clothes? For one day, she was dressed like, she looked really good. Then the next day, she was just back to normal.
She wore that long dress, even wore a jersey, and like that shit. She was changing 5 times in one day or something, and then, listen, fuck this.
Yeah.
I don't want to do this anymore.
And then she created this woman union there at the upstairs. I don't think that's going to last.
Can I tell you how much I hated that? And I hated it for one particular reason, right?
Yeah.
Because it happened after the wager task, right?
Yeah.
And here's why I say Tandeka is also a gamer and she's smart and she's strategic, right? Number one, Tandeka was the one person who did not want to participate in the wager. They had just lost the wager. She wanted to have a meeting, and Buhle and Didi, I saw, were the first ones that said, no, we're not going to have a meeting. We want to change for the pool party. And she didn't like that, right? A fight was going to erupt from that.
Yeah.
I feel like Tandeka assessed that situation and said, you know what, I need to take control of the situation. And she got the girls together and they went upstairs and had that little kumbaya moment, and women's conference happened. It's very temporary because even the things that they were saying, you could tell, because even Didi apologized about the ship thing and tried to explain it. Yeah. But you can tell that
nobody was standing on business anymore.
No one was standing on business.
And also it was very fake because like why did they not like maybe also bring Butle B on it, and then Liema addresses there
what she wants to address. Right?
And then on to wait for her to get drunk and then address it. Even though I like the fact that Liema still stands on business on things that she says. I love Liema to death and stuff like that. And also with Butle B, when now she was confronted by Liema, she was like now like acting like, oh, what are you doing? You're trying to start a fight with me. You're trying to start a fight. Butle B, every moment she gets, she speak ill of Liema. She says a lot of.
She never liked her from day one.
Do you see how she looks at her?
Yo, there was this video.
She was just like
she hates her.
She hates it. Like she's disgusted.
It's not a dislike. She hates her.
And it's not, Liema did nothing to that girl. It's because of Dumi the Barber. Because Ubuhle is also so male-centered that and this is my opinion. I think Buhle is so male-centered to a point where if there's another pretty girl in the room who gets attention from, she's intimidated by it.
Yeah.
She believes so much. She's a pick-me. Buhle is a pick-me, and I'm so
also,
glad.
Don't you think Dumi the Baba is also fueling this whole thing? Because sometimes I feel like Dumi the Baba has been trying so hard to push his narrative that Liema likes him.
All the other girls like him.
I think in a way, he's also feeding Buhle B the wrong information in a way, and it's very manipulative.
Yeah.
And that's why Liema said what she said, and I really agreed with her, because now he's also feeding Buhle B lies. Buhle B already didn't like Liema from day one, and that's just the honest truth.
Yeah.
Because I think
it's not helping. Sorry, it's not helping now that this is happening, because she's already have a very preconceived thoughts
so
about
it's
him.
like they're just pumping her up with the hate even more now, to a point where it's like it's gonna get to a point where it's just gonna explode.
Who's gonna explode Buhle?
I think both of them are just gonna explode at each other. I think their fight is not done.
It's coming.
It's coming.
Yeah, Buhle is also allowing herself to be manipulated. I don't even think Liam is the only one who's tried to warn her. Obviously, Danae tried last week, even though I just felt like Danae began to rap it.
But Danae now also is she was very delusional.
She was very delusional.
She was angry at Dumi the Baba on Monday, but then on Wednesday she's like, I still want to kiss him. I still want to what.
She was cooking way too late night.
No, I think that's what she was trying to do. She was trying to do that to avoid elimination. She's like, let me give them a show before I leave, or so that I can save myself. Let me try to do something.
It's not something she wanted to do. So,
it felt like she wanted the moment also and stuff like. And that's what I think. Even when I was watching a diary, I was so icked. I was like, girl, like she's putting this man on a high
pedestal, like he's guilty.
I'm like, this thing is happening because you have a man that is doing all of this. This man is the one that is going to these girls, flirting with these girls, trying to like with these girls. But now when you are hating the girls instead of your man, who is the one that is a wandering eye and constantly do things. But now you're saying like, no, I know about Danae and stuff like that, and I'm fine.
Because he's telling you the version that he wants you to know. He's manipulating the situation.
Exactly. Everybody wants me.
Yeah, everybody.
That's what he's trying to. That's the narrative.
That's the narrative. Like yesterday, at the eviction, right? When Smash asked that question, I felt like, girl, you are so dumb, because the first question you said, no, that's not true. Then the second question, you go and actually validate what Smash was asking you and saying, to show that when you believe this man's lies so much that you don't see that you're being manipulated.
I can't wait for him to be evicted before Buhle B. Like I want to see how Buhle B is gonna survive in the house.
Because everything, even it was worse because they were in that loft together, and like Buhle B felt like the mother,
the queen of the house. Then they evicted them.
The punishment. We need to get to the punishment.
Yeah,
we need to get to the punishment part. I feel like that was the punishment that was long time coming. I felt the housemates have been slacking way too much.
Yep.
The housemates have been doing whatever that they wanted to do, disregarding. And because those rules in the Big Brother create order and also create a show for us. Because if people are no longer abiding to those rules, the show loses its direction and everything.
Yeah.
So I was just frustrating with Big Brother, like maybe not reacting quick enough, and not giving them the punishment quick enough. But I was so happy on Friday. It was like,
I wish it should have been longer also.
The punishment should have stayed for like a week.
But the Sunday one, like Sunday, he was just like Nina Ningchwaela Gabi. Like when they woke up to when they got back into the house. It was
yesterday.
Sunday morning, where they had all of that shit on the floor. Ramona. I love that because it's like, okay, so you guys are disrespecting me. I'll show you. I'm gonna show you because you're clearly not respecting the fact that you're being punished. And it's true, they don't they laugh it off like it's a joke. And they need to realize that if one of us fucks up, it affects everyone.
Yeah, and also I think it reminded me on Big Brother, I think season 3 when Ntabi Big Brother did the same thing, and Ntabi came for Big Brother, said some foul shit up to Big Brother, and Big Brother punished her. And also we saw Amelie and Thandela fight.
Finally.
It had to happen.
No, it's been happening the whole week, but then what happened on Friday was just
Friday.
I hated that comment she made. I don't know why she found that funny. Like, I'm curious to know what type of friends does she have. Like, do they joke in that way?
You know that that comment, like I'm saying, because you know, people like obviously Tandeka fans and other people, like they're trying to spin the narrative on what that comment was about, right? Because it's like, no, it was about prostitutes. But if you actually listen to her clearly, right, the conversation starts about clothes, right? She mentions like prostitutes in the sense of obviously a heel I'm a prostitute, right? Stop buying your clothes in heel, bro.
Because Unelisa said, I remember Unelisa saying, hi, but guys, I said, Tony Battle I in a heel, bro.
Exactly.
And then, you know, and you can get nice clothes in heel, bro. And then the thing is about like fans. They want to pick one moment to spin it off. And that's what I'm saying, guys. I don't care what was the conversation all about. I don't care what was everything.
You don't talk like that.
I'm just saying the conversation where it led to is the problem for me.
Exactly.
And how she could continue with the conversation. You are not going to focus on it. We are misleading the public and everything.
No.
I'm saying go listen.
Go listen and listen attentively and even watch that clip properly to understand that there was literally, and the reason Millie got upset, there was no reason for that moment because that they're playing a game. Didi was trying to explain a game. Tandeka obatla attention. Now Tandeka's in the middle. No, guys, I want to talk about this. I want to say something. What you're saying literally has nothing to do with the game that is being played.
Exactly.
You are swaying.
She wanted a moment.
She wanted a moment. And that's why Melly's like, you're embarrassing yourself. And Tandeka needs to understand, Melly is a guy from the Kasi. Melly's not a classist. Melly's not a... And Tandeka is a classist. It's not the first time she's mentioned something about cheap clothes, whatever. She's said things like this before. She is a classist. And that moment, Melly was probably just feeling like, when was try like much?
And also, this is directed to the fans. I am talking to you directly.
Face to face.
Yes, this whole thing of saying Tandeka is a straight shooter or she's a straight talker, there's a difference between being rude and being a straight talker. I can be a straight talker and still be considerate of other people's feelings. And I can be a straight talker and be rude. So there's a difference. And I think that's what the fans are trying to spin this whole thing that she's a straight talker. Yes, she's a straight talker, but she's very
rude.
You can shoot straight to the person and talk straight and directly to them with respect.
Exactly.
And regard.
When I started sounding
mean, don't be mean.
Don't demean a person.
Yeah.
Don't disrespect a person. I feel like most of the time, when she speaks, even in a diary room, she was very demeaning with people. The task on its own. I knew they were gonna lose. These people, they didn't know what they were doing.
This is the main character thing where it comes in. That's why Big Brother's like, you think you're the main character.
And you're in a team. Like, literally, you are like in a team.
Yeah.
Even the way that she came at them about like financial literacy, like that wasn't necessary. Like, okay, now Big Brother says you've got Zaka Pay, whatever. Now you're going to stand up teacher. Yeah, I'm going to teach you guys about financial literacy. What is that moment?
Who asked you?
Who asked you?
I think this thing of being Italian is like she thinks she knows everything. She's a master of everything.
Yeah.
She's so clued up over everybody else. And I'm just curious to see her as a head of house, though.
I'm also curious to see how she'll run that. Like, and I want people like the fans to understand we're not hating on Tandeka. This is like facts that we're saying, right? It's stuff that we as viewers are seeing, right?
How you take it is up to you.
It's up to you, but we're not fighting with you guys.
Yes.
And if he fights us, it's fine, but we're not fighting you.
I feel like fans have this mentality of like, if you are my fave, you are never wrong. You are never going to do anything wrong. You are never going to say something wrong. Everything you say is the gospel. It's true. They're trying to
like, defend you with everything.
Yeah, they're gonna dress it up with words. Oh, she's a straight talker. She speaks her mind. Bro, you can't be a person that speaks your mind, a straight talker, without, as you said, demeaning people.
Condescending and demeaning,
But I feel like fans refuse to understand that in him. I'm going to say something good about your fave. I'm going to something great about your fave when she's doing great things. I'm going to say something bad about her when she's doing something bad.
We're going to call her out and hold her accountable.
I'm not going to say something bad, but I'm going to say what she's doing is bad. You know, like, she's wrong for this. She's not doing the right thing. That's the premise of the show, to like see, okay, what's the character? We are watching Big Brother for character.
Literally. And we're not assassinating anyone's character. We're like unpacking that
campaigning.
We're not decampaigning. Guys, like we said, she is an entertainer.
And decampaigning is not even a real word, by the way.
We want her in the house.
There's moments where she pisses us off.
Yes. Exactly. By the way, decampaigning is not even a real word, but they use it. It's not even a real word. You can check it out on Google. It's not there.
Yeah, and this isn't triangulation, guys. We're not triangulating here. Okay.
More than anything, but like the house has a lot of dead weight, though. I was so happy with Danae, and any feelings about that?
Can I say?
I'm sorry. She
needed to go.
Yeah.
She needed, like, what she was trying to do was landing very flat, right? And I was so shocked when I saw her Kingi her entrance into the house, right? Bazozwangami. I was like, girl, you actually came with a lot of energy, but somehow it dipped because Danae was becoming someone who was complaining all the time. It's like,
I'm
what
gonna
are
tell
you doing?
Big Brother about this and that and that.
Olomo Paisa, okay, snitch.
Big Brother sees everything.
He sees everything. Like, you're annoying. Like, that was just... And the same thing with Marshall. I just felt like, even Marshall, I know people are like, Marshall was good for the house. He's bringing gossip, right? I said this to Chabu, actually, Uguti. I understand that. Yes, we need a gossip, right? But be a gossip that has your own storyline.
Yeah.
In his highlights, what were his highlights besides gossiping? Be a gossip, but still give us your own story.
Yourself, yes.
He didn't. You know what? He should just come sit on this couch and do reviews with us because that's what he was doing.
She would give us tea. Like, we should have been an inside man of like, okay, we want the scoop. Tell us. Because other than that, there's nothing. There's nothing interesting. And you know what told me that these people were literally like a dead weight in the house? When I saw their highlights, real.
There was nothing.
There was nothing.
Like, you see, when you see your highlights and they show you the day you enter the house, that means you're entering the show when you walking in.
Yeah.
That means they couldn't find anything.
Extra.
They couldn't find anything interesting about you. Wrapping up Big Brother recap, who do you think is coming up for eviction this coming week? Who the person you would like to see come out the house this week?
If Mshefan is up, I think it's possible that he might go home. Because it's difficult to tell who might get nominated. I know Tandega is definitely obvious. I think Ramona is definitely obvious. And people are forgetting Bravo B.
Him and Ashay are cruising in the pack.
And they're most liked. They even got most likes last week. So
Mshefani was part of that, right?
No, I think he's third like.
He was third, nah? But it's telling. I think they're cruising because they're quiet. They're not steering.
The thing is, they're making anybody uncomfortable. They're not making the noise. I think when you like that, it's easy to live with you. So rather even when you get on a diary room, we forget about you.
Right? Because they're not memorable.
But
the A-listers.
Yeah, no, I think the A-listers are going to be all out.
Three of them are going to be there.
Bonk A-lister group. Yeah. But the thing is, like, the numbers are not going to be. Even I think the people in the A-list group are not even like A-listing with them.
Because they're not like, I think Kimang, Dube, Koki, and Bravo P, they're like very tight. Yeah. Obviously, Millie and Tandek are very tight. Liamba in that top six, in that six that they're talking about, Liamba is
Dube, no Bravo P. They have this fake thing going on.
By a pretender.
Yes, I think Bravo B, Dube is like preferring Bravo because of Zulu, and also the fan base outside they might place it. Caught the fact that he doesn't like the fact because he was very unhappy with Koki getting close to with Bravo B and stuff like that. I'm like, no, whatever. I'm like,
also, can we discuss how funny Dube is moving with Koki right now? Like, it's not make sure because did you see what happened after the pool party where Koki was changing in front of Dube, and Dube like was staring and like pretending that he's not staring. He's like, can you do something different today? Dube is like now trying to flirt with the girl, and it's like, are you in or are you out? What do you want? You know,
that house can make you want and not want something at the same time. So I guess,
yeah.
Moving right along. You can,
yeah.
Moving right along, we've been dwelling on this much, but yeah, now we're gonna move on to Being A Xaba. A lot has been happening, and this past 2 episodes, a lot was happening. I don't know which part you want to start, guys, but there was a lot happening. DJ is always bringing things. There's a new child every week at this point. This episode.
That man has probably got 30 kids. I think the 20-something is just 30 kids that he probably knows of. Because clearly that man is busy. Maybe others haven't even told him. But I do think that man has 30 plus kids and Abapeli.
I can't wait for that documentary on Netflix. I can't wait.
Surviving
DJ. Yo.
That's crazy. Like I would that would hit, bro. They would like uncover all the baby mamas.
I want the baby mamas. I want the kids. Because I still maintain, I wish that all the kids had diary sessions because I really, really want to hear their perspective.
That would eat so bad.
I want that. Like, I really want them to. And when there's a second season, I really want every single child of VJ who participate
to
be featured because we see them on the title track, right? But where are their diary sessions? Like, where are the twins' diary sessions? You know, I want them to tell their story because that man is clearly a bad dad. And going to yesterday's episode, right? Him wanting the brothers' kids to also be a part of the birthday party. I understood what those kids were saying when they said, we're only now getting to experience this man as a father, right? And now he's upset at us because we didn't invite our cousins, which is the brothers' kids. It's like that's going to make you feel even worse because he's probably got a closer relationship with the brothers' kids as he's shown with the oldest one, right? Than he does with his own, you know, kids who are like an army.
And the thing is, like, he always wanted to bring the family together. That was an opportunity that he was offered and was given. And she'd be grateful. You can't achieve everything all in one sitting.
Exactly.
That's the kids. They were all the sister that they've never met, that they've only heard of.
That day. Imagine my cousin, and then that also, like, no.
You know, like that day, like they got to meet her.
That was shocking.
Speak to her. I'm like,
that was shocking.
Lo muntu seningane lo muntu like that you guys like.
Yeah.
You don't ever met. And apparently there's another Tulane that is in Nongoma that is also
the real firstborn.
The real firstborn. This is a show. Like, I feel like the scapas now that the show is even on TV are going to come out more because I'm sure there's baby mamas out of the woodworks who are like, Asambi, siya good TV now, Siovela, you need to also come out as this person.
No, Showmax must do a documentary on VJ, guys.
Please.
Like, I think he must do.
We'll produce it.
Look, please, like, we need that. I think if we can have all the baby mamas and everyone that in is like misdirected ex-wife, everybody, and then they come and then they speak out, and then I'm sure the drama.
It could be an 8-part documentary.
We're
gonna focus on 1994. That's its own episode.
It should have its own episode.
Yeah, 94 needs its own episode, and what is it? Like
87. Yeah,
87 also needs its own episode. Like, literally, we need to start there.
Because the intersections of that was happening.
What was going on? What was this? Was he driving trucks? Like, what was he doing? How did he?
Oh, wow.
No, truck drivers, okay? You know truck drivers.
That was a wild,
how did he meet all of these women? Like, no, I'm curious, actually.
You know, I felt so sad for T, ne? I felt so sad for T after hearing what her father has been saying about her husband and stuff like that. Like, for T, guys, I would see out of all the kids, she's the one that always is trying. She's the one that is always like there for his dad, like sticking up for him and everything. But now to find out that the same dad that he's sticking up for, trying to bring his family for, he's also not very supportive to her.
Nothing is gonna please that man.
Not even like be there for her. And I felt so ashamed to see that to see it's okay. As much as ngenza lezi zinto lezi nala birthday party esungulwe yena ekhuluma naluzwana nomaswazi and everything, umenzela zonke lezi zinto kodwa yena into encane, and uzwa chaza angikaze ngihluleke isikole ngaphasa ngenza yonke into. I've done everything as a child that I should do, but the only thing that I always wanted from my dad was appreciation. But to go out your way to always disrespect people that I can love, bro.
Do you know, it goes back to the saying of when someone shows you who they are, believe them the first time. And I think T love T, but I also do think that T has this arrogance where she thinks that she is immune to VJ's abuse or the way he treats, other kids, the way he mistreats the other kids. I do feel like she thinks that somehow she's, because it was that comment at the birthday party about being the only one born. No mamaki. You know that comment she made about the mom. So I do think that the reason that it eats her up is because she thought she was immune. But she's seeing that this man will never. Yeah. You're not the golden child. None of these kids are golden children. And you're going to feel the wrath. And one day, and I pray it doesn't happen, but the way that man moves, I just feel like and she's going to realize that all my efforts are for nothing.
Yeah.
It's going to hurt her.
He loves himself. That man only loves himself. There's nobody else he loves besides himself. And that's the problem with him. Nothing will ever satisfy him. Nothing will ever make him happy. I mean, he has problems with his wife. He has problems with his kids. Because it seems like everybody will never be good enough for him. It's only just the church that's good enough for him.
It's just the church. And and those boys from the church that he keeps taking in. Who are they? I don't even know. The one that he fights for more than he fights for his kids.
Well, the way you're saying it though, like the boys that they keeps on.
Oh, I need to kuna this. Oh, this is a trend. This is a trend.
The way you say it, like, it's like the boys.
No, because Swazi said in this previous episode how there's a boy that they were even fighting over that kid who
she drove herself to hospital.
She drove herself
to hospital. Which makes me angry.
It makes me so mad. Like, it's like, dude, you choose the church so much, and the people that are from the church, and these people from the church, you choose them more than your family, to a point that, like, now your wife just gave birth. Oh, sorry, not wife, because she's not legally the wife, but fiance.
Yes.
You literally, she's giving birth. She's driving herself to church. I mean, to the hospital. What the hell is that? It's your new child.
Imagine the child now is being subjected to the other things. Like, you would think maybe there's a new child, there's a new opportunity to to do things differently. Be like, because
try again.
You've got 23 chances to do things right, and you're still not
more
doing
than that. More than that.
Bro.
At least he's consistent. At least he is very consistent. Yeah.
Bro. Like, but even the consistency is not right, because in that sense you are actually killing the belief of the child, bro. Like a new child gives hope. Like, new belief that it's the start of a new chapter, and in my contractions, pregnant heavily can go to them any moment.
Yeah.
Women are strong for real.
You are letting
women are strong.
You are letting that person drive herself to the hospital. You can't even ask maybe someone, one of your kids, because maybe at least one of the kids,
Never.
You know, you could ask anybody. You have
but Uswazi. I'm so sorry, but Nayo Uswazi, I think that's also telling of, if she had a good relationship with those kids, she could have even called any one of them.
But T offered.
But T didn't know. She didn't know because she didn't call T, did she?
She called T later after
the fact.
Birth. Moving on, we see the finale of Ultimate Girls Trip came this past Friday. What would you assess that season? Like as a viewer and a watcher of the show, because a lot of people had very different opinions about it, the quality of the show, the cast thing, the premise and the content around it all. Like, you've watched it all. Like, how would you say about the show?
I wouldn't say that it's the best I've ever produced. They could have done better. And also, there's a lot of things that certain cast members got away with a lot, to a point where it just was a turn off for people to tune in to watch the show. And that's the biggest reason why the show had a lot of mixed reactions and people complaining about it. It's the bullying that went a bit way too further than it should have. But overall, it wasn't the best season that they've actually produced. I don't want to say that the cast, I don't want to blame production. Like, a lot of things were at play here.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people who were involved in this, and I can't really blame one specific individual or anything of that sort. But I wasn't happy with how things were handled. And obviously, I still say to this day, the show, this season in particular, needed a reunion. It really needs one. Because there's a lot of things that could have been addressed that were not addressed, that us as the viewers were not happy about, that we feel like we need clarity on. So, yeah.
I don't even think it got mixed reactions. I think it just got bad. To be very honest with you. I think most of us struggled to watch to the end. But you know a loyalty of a show where you're I need to finish it. I think a lot of us finished it because of that. I personally jumped off the girls trip 2 episodes ago. So I think the last episode I watched it in the background. I haven't seen the latest one. So I wouldn't even tell you how it concluded. I'll probably finish since it's the last one. But I personally, I think the biggest thing was it was an unbearable season to watch. And this thing of toxicity on our TVs and bullying and all of this, I don't know. I also do feel like I agree with you. A reunion is needed. And I was one of the people who'd always say not everything needs a reunion. But this does, because I do feel like I'd really, really like to know where the visceral and this hate for Crystal stemmed from, and I want them to be held accountable to say
there's unseen footage that
maybe
we haven't
there's things
seen.
We don't know.
Shows are edited in a way where
it protect some people. Was Crystal protected? Was there something that we didn't see? why were they, and also holding some of the ladies accountable to be like, but looking back, upon reflection, do you feel like you maybe did too much?
The aggressiveness, especially from Mariam,
Jakoko.
and Jakoko. I want to say the Nigerian ladies, but I feel like it will sound so wrong. But specifically them, they were.
Yeah.
I had a issue with them just watching the show, and obviously the Durban ladies. I don't know why they decided to hotspot the drama. Angel, I was very disappointed in her. Like,
same.
I never expected her to be this person. I didn't have much expectations when it comes to her. But for me, it felt like Annie was looking for a moment. It felt like she was looking for a moment. But I was just okay with the others. Madame loved her.
Madame.
Yes.
OG loved you.
Dr. C, she grew on me. I didn't like her at first.
I had mixed emotions and reactions about Dr. C. You like her, you hate her. You like her, you hate her.
Yes.
Yeah.
But she grew on me. Zena was just there.
Then I just came to the trip, guys.
Yeah.
So serving pretty face.
So you think maybe they should renew for a new season? Maybe different casting?
I think it will get renewed for a new season. I don't know. I could be wrong because I know there's an Ultimate Girls Trip Africa. There's an Ultimate Girls Trip South Africa.
Yeah.
So I don't know if they would want to continue with the African version of it. Or just focus on the South African version. But if they do, there's a lot that they need to improve on. Just do better compared to the current season that they renewed, that they released.
Hey, Tsulo, you told us in it that you went to premiere of the Real City Makoti. Like,
guys, being busy last week. Yes,
celebrate.
Went to watch the new show from Mzansi Recap. Mzansi Recap, ne?
Yes.
Mzansi Recap on Fridays. Have you watched the show for us?
I have. I watched it before all of you guys. Of course, I saw a premiere. I'm kidding, but yeah, I watched it. It's, I think, brilliant show, and I think it's so nice that we're having this conversation at the back of talking about Ultimate Girls Trip, right? So I when I was there, I think one thing that we all shared was like, oh, this is actually so refreshing, right? It's like it's literally Abu Makoti who all have these different experiences, and I think
a bit relatable.
It's very relatable, right? It's like yes, obviously like there's opulence here and there, but it's relatable, and I think their stories are so great because you've got someone who who's intercultured now, is Anika. You've got also a bisexual, more to these triads, like you've got that Makoti, you've got a Makoti who is like very city girl, but like living in the Eastern Cape. So I think their stories, and even the polygamy thing, right? Like I think their stories are so different, and it's like all of those women coming together and engaging and interacting is going to give us such like a refreshing take on like different women's perspectives on different things and like marriage, right?
And dynamics of marriages.
Yeah, so I think the production quality of that show is so great. Like it's so well produced. Even I spoke to Ulinda, who's personally one of my favorites. When I spoke to her, even she saw the show. She was like, "Yo, we were so worried about, how it would come out, but we're so happy at the way that it came out." And I really do hope, though, that it's not going to be one of those shows where they focus on just getting drama.
Give a storyline.
Give us a storyline.
Each and every person is interesting on the show. I mean, there's a whole Makoti who went from being the third to being Mamkulu, how she got upgraded.
I want to know that story, like in Nailway. And she's even got a story about like she wants to have a child, right? So I think it's gonna be so interesting. Like they all have different storylines, right? And I think when they come together, and that's what I think a reality show should be. Going back to that core concept of everyone has a storyline, and when they come together, it creates another storyline on top of their storyline.
Yes.
Not that they're gonna be their only storyline and like the beef and whatever.
Like an on-screen beef, like we want to know about your real life and growing within the show.
It actually reminds me of how Mummy Club started, and it really reminds me. Mummy Club was like such a fresh concept to watch. It was so different. Like it's just mummies being mothers, and show like Mummy Club. We just mothers supporting each other, but we have kids who have different issues with and stuff like that. And I like that. And if Real City Makoti is going to be a hit, trust me, it has a potential of becoming a franchise.
Definitely. That's what I was actually thinking when I watched it. I was like, this deserves to be a franchise, and we should see more and more seasons. Yeah, shout outs. That's also their gift bags. We love the gifts, guys. Like
Okay, shut up.
All right.
the gift.
We were not there, so we can't share the same sentiments. We were not there. Okay, we're probably gonna check it out. You guys are gonna be watching us. Tolo gonna be leading us with that. We're gonna be watching it. Real City Makoti from this is a new show introducing, and the greatest news is that, guys, when you watch this on Wednesday, you're gonna be waiting anxiously to see Abaramsele with the Kardashians. The
Mzumbe
Kardashians are coming back. So I'm truly excited for that.
Mzumbe,
you know, we are
Park.
back to the SC Park Mzumbe. And
From
Baba K is gonna be there, bring us fire, and we saw the trailer, we saw everything. We've been waiting. The 4th of February is literally on our doorstep. It's literally this Wednesday, so do tune in on that.
Even how they're advertising it, it's like they're doing such an incredible job in terms of advertising this show.
Yeah,
like the build up, each and every wife has their own poster, and it has a symbolism of like what it represents.
When it rains, it pours.
Yes,
Umbrella.
So yeah, it's really good, man. Breaking away from the reality check, we're now slapping into drama fix. We're not going to talk about Inimba because I think last week wasn't that much.
Yes.
So we're probably going to touch
quiet
this.
a bit.
But
It's been quiet.
I should have brought my stethoscope because I want to hear. I want to hear Likamba as well. Deep down in the heart.
Guys, Tumena is losing it. Yo was
She
losing
is.
it. So I was so sad, bro, like to see her like that. And it was just like it's what grief does, you know? And I feel like sometimes people are just expecting it, and more especially people are gonna say I hate Lazarus, but I hate someone who's tone deaf, guys. I hate someone who can't read the room, who have no compassion, who have no understanding. Lazarus wasn't like the consideration that she had didn't have for Utumeotai. You must deal with your wife. If any, you must mean that go into a mental institution and be admitted. So be it.
You hate Lazarus.
I don't hate him. I hate his mind sometimes. The way he thinks.
He's protecting his own.
yeah.
He's protecting his own family.
But not to. Then there's a thing. This is a blended family, guys. This is an extremely blended family. It's not just like any. And he inserted himself in that family. Hey, football family. He must remember that because there's no seed that he has in that family. So when he leaves, he must not forget that he will live alone.
So I think you know what, like with Lazarus, I hear what you're saying, right? That okay, it's a blended family, but I think you also need to understand that with Lazarus, right? Even Zoleka has given him the respect of how is your daughter, you know, to a point that I love that scene where she walked out. You know, you know, like it was very much like this is your child as well, and he is just as protective of Kawe as anyone else, you know. And I felt like that scene where the Mabanjas came to apologize about what Tumega did. He was the only rational person in that room, in my opinion.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
In the situation that you need to be rational and have logic, but there's a situation that it requires for you to have empathy and consideration. And I felt he
didn't have empathy.
He lacked a lot of that. And that now translated in his speech and what he said following up that. I understand that he's trying to protect Ukawa in the situation because of what is happening. But I feel like considering this person, it just didn't up. He's not like trying to say and shoot. This is a grief. For someone who has lost his mother, he should be understanding of what mother. So for someone who lost his mother, he should be understanding what does grief do to a person.
Yeah.
But I feel like he is tone deaf. He's very like not trying to be. And I loved when Zolega was like, you know what? Let's show support. We are there for her. We are not trying to isolate it, because if you throw someone to a mental institution, you are literally giving them this illusion that they are on their own.
You know, was it Makabe? Sorry,
Yeah.
Makaba. She interjected right after Lazarus said it, right? So I here's where I can agree with you. Maybe Lazarus's way is very like this must be done.
It's
like
cutting,
practical, But I do feel like that's also the dynamic of the family, right? Where Makaba responded immediately after to be like, I agree with what he's saying, right? And maybe also said it in like a maybe more palatable way, because Classy was ready to fight.
Because it was very like rude, and you must do like it was very, you know.
You know, let me explain this. You know what I think about Lazarus as a person? So remember when the Ngukanas and the Bigishas were sitting together and they were addressing the whole issues with the father about how he never gave them time to mourn their mother's death properly. He was never there for them that much. So I think Lazarus reacts the way he does because of how he was raised, and he doesn't have the patience to understand that Tumeka needs to heal and she needs timing. So this is why sometimes how we deal with certain things, we want to impose the same thing on other people. We expect them to deal with things the way I deal with things. So if it takes me a week to heal, I would expect someone to do the same thing. So he's not understanding because of how he was raised, and that's how he is the way he is.
For someone who had a realization of how not dealing with grief correctly affected him later.
Oh, you gave him that job. I really did like, oh shit, he's gonna take it.
He complained, he cried to his dad and like, I wish you had been the one who died over my mother because you never were there for me. He should be very empathetic and very understanding of what grief is, because you give grief time, guys. You don't just put a band-aid over it. I'm like, let's move on and just be fine. And I feel like what Lazarus in that moment was just a moment to show, okay, what I have went through, I don't want anyone else to go through
it.
So, but for me, it was like, oh, you are literally acting like your dad now. You are literally.
Sometimes we forget the things that we do. Sometimes we're very much unaware.
Okay. I think offense is calling.
Oh, okay.
We just answer his call. Hello?
I'm saying I'm here. I'm outside. I don't know if I'm at the right place. It's called.
Yeah, that's where. That's where I am. I'm gonna come to pick you up now to grab you from the gate. Sengiwe, guys, I don't know what's wrong with Sengiwe. I'm a plan that Sengiwe are very bad. Like, she has one of the worst plans. And she's trying to evade the son to go to Cuba because she just can't let him face the music. And I don't understand what would you expect in a situation like that. Like, he must face the music. There's no other way one that can evade this, that can avoid this. It's just inevitable that you're just prolonging it. But at the end of the day, the music that he gotta face is jail.
And I think firstly my question is, we take a pililo degree, like, because what the hell is going on? Like, what is it? Like, her plans suck.
Yes, Eunice.
Yes, no. I should not say that. The space is still safe, guys.
We apologize.
We apologize on his behalf. Yes, a small street, but yeah.
Yes, those fly-by-night colleges that you by the corner.
Yes.
They are there on the registration, but on the attendance day,
it's gone.
Gone.
Look, I think it's, and I said this recently in my review that, like, boy moms are very protective of their boys, right? And I think it's. I understand what she's trying to do. I understand the pain that you don't want to see your child go to prison. And you see Lwandleka, he's a little, pretty boy. So she's scared for his life. But I really appreciate that Sydney saying, at the end of the day, he has to be accountable. He can't run away for the rest of his life. This boy is not built to be a fugitive.
We are agreeing with Sydney. Imagine
making us agree with Sydney. But so there's a part of me that gets where she's coming from, but it's like, nah, man, just let it be.
This one, there's only one outcome. There's no other way that you can literally avoid this. Like, it's like the consequences of your decision. Because had he slept that day and listened to
Detective Mawetu.
Yeah, this would have been avoided, but they chose to be like, oh, I know I can drive, no, I know my liquor and stuff like that.
That's why she's I need to be phone.
I know that very well, by the way. I know how that. No, I was crashed because I was talking to someone because I was like, you
see, so he deserves. He deserves to go to jail.
Yeah, he does deserve to go to jail. Okay. Well, finally they did confess to the Mabandlas. We yet to see what their reaction, but it tells me it's gonna be a very fiery last 10 episodes because we're nearing to the end of the season now. We are waiting for season 2, which is set to be coming soon. So, what can we expect from like the last 10 episodes now? Like, Jabu, I think Jabu has got the tea for us.
Yeah.
No, it's still a continuation of justice for Lekamba and trying to make sure that Lwandle pays for what he did. So that's still a main focus in terms of the next episodes to come. And Kusela Tech is at war again. as usual. We can't end off the
Is Lillian
season.
back?
Yeah, it sounds like it though.
I don't know if Lillian is back. It probably might be Sydney. I don't know.
Sydney,
but you have to tune in.
busy.
How busy mbulalo ngani?
Usini akakhohlwa phela. Ngithi his hatred for Ulento, Lazarus and the others will never end.
Yeah.
Even though Ulwandle is going through the most, you still remember that I hate Lazarus.
But he said he's enjoying being a restaurant owner now and everything.
He'll never.
He loves power way too
He
much.
will never.
So that's still the main focus, and think those are one of the storylines to look forward to. But you know how the teaser is so vague. Like you can read to a certain extent and understand, and then there's certain things that you like, what's going on here? Even the last episode, if you read the teasers for the last episode, literally it doesn't give you much. It just says peace and whatever. It sounds like a happy episode, but I doubt in
the finale.
Yes, it sounds like it's a happy episode.
But you know
that
that it's never really been gonna be a happy
never.
thing.
no, there's
But like
something.
also we just saw I think the teaser for this week that Uhlengi is initiating a divorce.
I think she is. I think she's given her husband an ultimatum, Muguti. If you're gonna do this,
Then we can't be together.
yes, we can't be together.
But what did he do? He didn't do anything.
No, she's still against him wanting Ulwandle to pay for what he did.
I think she feels like you're throwing our son under the bus.
Yes.
And I think that's her. And her narrative of that is messed up because but Jabu just said this, right? About Inimba, right? Which I think is like the core of the show, right? Which is and I like how it's literally all the mothers on the show. You've seen how it's gone back to the core of the story.
Yeah.
It started with Umaka, but then it
Yes,
was
then it was Tumega. You see,
Tumega and everything.
I love that the theme is like really felt.
It's not lost.
Yeah, it's
consistent,
throughout. Because now you're seeing Uhlengiwe as well as a mother lose it because it's like, I cannot lose my child. You know, all of them are fighting for the same thing. Like, we cannot lose our children and we're going to fight for that through and through, you know. So I love that theme is still seen through and she should divorce that man. I don't like, Sydney deserves nothing.
But fine, if you divorce or not, the son is going to jail. So it doesn't change anything.
Do you think he'll go to jail though?
I don't know. I think maybe season 2 there will be something 20 years later. You know, we need
yeah. Bavumile is a whole
CEO Bavumile.
I'm gonna give you the spoiler. I think he is
gonna go to jail.
No, because in the teaser it mentions something about how there's gonna be a bail that has to be applied for, something of that sort.
Okay.
So I think he is gonna go to jail.
Okay. I would love to see how does it unfold. I thought the 30 jail scene were really funny.
Right.
Yeah,
So let's see.
let's
He
see
didn't end
this
up
one,
in jail.
yeah.
So
Wrapping up now, we're gonna probably talk about shows you expect. I don't know. Do we have time to talk about Outlawz?
I think we do. I think
we can talk about Outlawz because we can like just because it's about to end now, ne?
No. It still has a long way to go.
Are you serious? I thought it was
it's supposed to have like 45, 50
I thought 20 something episodes. I thought maybe it's like
no, it goes on for long. It's a telenovela.
I thought maybe it's just like those those short series.
It still has more episodes to go.
That's great.
So I mean, there's death in the show. I mean, a character died, which is Bandile's wife, and him reacting to it has been very interesting. And I still say this to this day. Temikosi Ntembu is just such a brilliant actor. Like, even how he performed in all those episodes was just brilliant to watch. And I think that was one of the biggest highlights. A lot of people were really talking about his performance in terms of that. Even the funeral was very sad. And I think Chedza has that thing. Like, I think they specialize in making a funeral sound like it feels...
like
they know how to do a funeral.
They know. Like,
their specialty.
The river.
Yes.
Weddings and funerals.
Wow.
Yes. So I think they have that effect on each and every show that they produce, which is the same thing that you feel like even Itong, and even though Itong is not the best show right now, but the time when Banele died, we all felt it. We all felt sad. So that's the most interesting thing.
I would have really liked for Outlawz to be Itong as to swap places and we watch Outlawz.
No, I think Outlawz is okay at the format that is in right now.
I'm saying in terms of like me watching. If I were to watch
okay,
I would rather watch Itong than Outlawz, and I think it's such a good show. I'm still very behind though. Like I can't get past the like 5 episodes because I try to watch a lot of things all at once and like forget.
Yeah.
And there's another show that because I started watching Homecoming now, and
it's good.
I actually want to give Homecoming another
People are
chance.
sleeping on it.
I'm telling you, it's really good. I'm not because like it's very short, it's like 20 minutes, so it's easy to go through.
really wanna
Because
give it a
I
shot.
think this weekend I was just like watching it a lot, and it's really good. It's
such a clean show, like
very clean,
family friendly, like
and it takes you like from the moment you watch, you can literally go through like a lot of episodes without having issues of like, it's really very like relatable, very easy to watch.
I think I'll binge it.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting to now because I was literally even saying that, and on my TikTok, like it's really good. Like guys, why have we not been talking about it? Because of how good the show is. Because I feel like the quality of the show is really there as well. So it's not like compromise or maybe boring. You know, that's what I kind of felt with the when he's smoking in the Laminis and stuff like that. That's why like the quality of the show
just
was
jump off.
So yeah, man. Wrapping up now. There's been a lot of show coming up. Bridgerton is out.
I watched the first 4 episodes. Very impressed. Just pissed off by the ending for episode 4, but there's a part 2 that's coming.
Okay.
Don't you hate that, by the way? I need to say this. Like this whole part 1, part 2 thing that we're doing now is exhausting.
It's just to drive the numbers. I think I miss when Netflix was not driven by numbers. And when it would drop the whole thing for all of us. They started with
Like,
Money
you just wanna
Heist.
see that,
And then with Money Heist, and then it became a thing for all other shows. Now also they also did the same thing with Stranger Things. Like drop the whole thing.
Yeah.
Only do a part 1 and part 2 if a show is like at least 10 or 13 episodes.
Yeah, if it's like a long
series,
I think
But
that
imagine
makes
2
sense.
episodes and then you're stuck till
And you
the-
literally watch them in 2 hours and you're done.
Guys. Beauty as well, and a lot of people have been speaking about
The Beauty.
The Beauty,
Yeah, it's a freaky
I've been
scene.
seeing some clips.
It's
The narrative.
I don't think I'm ready for such a show to watch because I get easily come on guys, what's this? I hate sometimes unrealistic shows. They put me off so bad. I'm just like, when you do something very like, it's like me watching Fast and the Furious. I get so put off every 5 minutes.
No, but The Beauty is also a very sexual show, so you need to prepare yourself. Like, there's a lot that's just going on. Wow.
Oh, wow. So, other shows that are coming through is The Wrecking Crew. Also I spoke about the Bridgerton. Lincoln Lawyer, fourth season is coming on the 5th of February. The Cross season 1 was really good. It's on Prime. It's coming on, season 2 is coming on the 11th of Feb. The Night Agent season 3, I really like that series. It's coming on Netflix as well on the 19th of February. Season 3 is coming. And Paradise, which was really good.
I'm looking forward to that.
Season 2, Paradise season 2 is also coming, and we really enjoyed. I watched last year. Season 1, it was really good. Season 2 now, I think he's going to now find his wife. He found out that
I thought she was dead.
And then he found out, no, the wife is not dead.
I'm joking. They are spoilers.
So now that apparently in the season 2, he's leaving the bunker to go search for his wife, and it's really going to be interesting, like how the storyline grows from there. But I'm really sure it's going to be really good because the first season was really good. I wasn't, no, the twist, the plot twist from season 1.
It was unexpected.
It was so good though.
Fine, I'll go watch it.
What have you been waiting for?
No, I haven't. You know what? It's been on my list. There's things that I haven't watched, and Amy or Rongo Agrimoni, but I am gonna. It's definitely
the first,
on my list.
when it was one of the first seasons when I subscribed to Disney that I got to see. I'm like, I'm watching
I'm on it.
So it's coming on the 23rd of February on Disney as well. So you can check it out as well. We can all watch it together. If you have another show you want to suggest for us, you want to tell us, please go to the comment section and tell us which one show that we should check with you, because we're going to watch a lot of shows. I know we talk about a lot of local content,
but even the international stuff.
Yeah, we also get into the international.
May I mention one that I think it's out now. I know you've spoken about it, and I've watched the whole season. I'm not going to tell you where, but it just got released in South Africa. All Her Fault. Oh, that is a great one. That you need to watch.
It is brilliant. I watched the first episode on Mnet.
Nah, yeah. I've seen the season, yeah.
I'm waiting for it, guys. I'm waiting.
No, it's out. It came out.
No, I'm waiting for you to say thank you, Bafana, for good recommendation. That was good.
Yes,
thank you. Thank you.
No, that was good. The scoring is brilliant.
It's amazing,
the performance. I'm a huge fan of the lead. She was one of my favorites.
On Succession,
she was really good. And also, I highly recommend Still on Prime.
Okay.
It's a new series. It's a new crime drama series.
Well.
It's a British series. I think you'll definitely enjoy it. I watched the first 2 episodes and I'm definitely sold.
Yo, Sizopela TV this week.
No, this is not bed bags. So, my bed bags, guys.
Listen.
Not bed bags, sofa bags.
We're gonna be couch potatoes.
Yeah. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Right, on this 5th episode, right? It's 5th, 4th episode.
I lost count.
I actually lost count.
Just like VJ's kids. I lost count. Yeah.
Well, we just have it's our 4th episode of And guys, please do check out other previous episodes as well if you want to get on and just catch up. Also, like, now we're going to be dropping every Wednesday, no longer every Tuesday. And this week we have a very special for you guys. We have Offense, and we're going to be dropping his episode tomorrow. So do check out his episode tomorrow. When you see this, it's going to be coming tomorrow. Yeah. So make sure you tune in. We're going to be dropping everything. You're going to be spilling all the tea. He's right here as we speak. So we're literally going to be shooting right after this one. So do tune in, and also don't forget to like and subscribe, and also check us on social pages. Everything. Do everything that you love, man. Anyway, guys, have any other thing you want to share? Say.
No.
Okay, that is it for us, guys. That was another episode of the review show with Bafana
and Jabu McDonald,
as well as Cardi 8 Solo.
Peace.